have to be fearless. You got to have faith of, just crazy. You got to have some crazy faith. And I promise you, I declare that my name is David. God will say access granted. And God will give you things that you would never, ever believe that you were able to accomplish, connect you with people that you were never, ever able to ever reach on your own. So you have to stop relying on your own power. Then you rely on God's power, because God's power is much stronger than your power. And these people who want to be these holy rollers and send the LGBT community to hell, when have you seen the hand of God?
And you know what? I just want to.
No, that's a question I want to ask these people. When have you seen the hand of God? And when have you seen God tell you you have the authority to send somebody to a place that I don't believe that exists? And that's a whole nother topic. So we've never seen a heaven or a hell. So don't let people paint these pictures of God and these images of this torment and this all these. Don't let people do that. Study, research, read for yourself, rely on your own intuition, trust your gut, because your gut will never lead you wrong. And just talk and just meditate on God's word, and God will give you everything and all the desires of your heart.
And the crazy part about it, we have all these religious denominations that either take a stance for affirming LGBTQ community, or they won't affirm LGBTQ community. So you have the once oppressed, right? Mm-hmm. Now they have become the oppressor, because all of these religions were offsprings of and started for some particular reason that they rejected, that they weren't getting in an organization. Mm-hmm. And that's why a lot of people hate organized religion. And so these churches, that don't champion the LGBTQ community, you should be sitting in there Sunday after Sunday pouring your tithe money into these organizations that are there, established structures and institutions that suppress you and also will not acknowledge you.
Well, that's a whole nother.
We're talking about God. How you gonna ever get access to God when you are being denied access to God, even in a sermon, or even showing up and standing there with legal papers recognized by the state that you live in, that your marriage is valid, but you cannot get married at that church?
Well, I don't even have conversation with those people anymore. I don't waste my breath. And it may sound mean, it may sound heartless or whatever, but I do not talk to individuals who identify as LGBT, who attend churches who do not affirm them. I don't talk to them about anything far as religion, period. If you want to live in Shittim, and that's in the Bible, that's in the Bible. If you want to live there, it's a place in the Bible.
She about to fall out her
No, it's a place in the Bible. You can stay in Shittim your whole life. I do not care. I don't have time to try to pull you out because you have made your mind up.
She gonna go look it up now.
Yeah, I seen the book, the scripture, out the book, but I'm not gonna waste my time and try to pull you out of something that you don't want to come out of. You like the abuse. They like it. They love it. So I don't have time. I got plenty of friends like that. Their family won't affirm them, the church won't affirm them, and I don't have time to try to pull you out because I affirm me, my church affirms me, my family affirms me. I don't have time. I don't bother with those people because those people, they live a miserable life, and I really feel sorry for them. I really do. And because they will never, ever reach their full potential because they rely on the validation of people and their churches and their families in order to have a complete life. I don't rely on anybody's validation. Validation is good. You need validation, but I don't rely on validation. I've been free. I'm free now. I'm not a slave no more. I don't have any chains on me. I am free. I am who I am, and I'm unapologetic. And I just don't deal with people like that because they will drain you spiritually and mentally and emotionally, and I don't have time for it. And they don't want to change. And so that's my take on those people. I wish them well. In the words of Don Lemon, be best. But I don't have time for you. I just don't.
So I think, what has happened, the scripture has been embedded in them. Mm-hmm. And especially those 7 scriptures that they can reference out of 35,000 scriptures that they will pull and throw at the LGBTQ community to say God said a particular thing that's written in the Bible, and then all of them pretty much have been misinterpreted. What's that?
I forgot about this. Hold on, my God moment. I'm going to go real quick.
Come on.
I remember when it's in the new magazine that's coming out. I give you a copy. I'm not gonna call the church name, but I did put the church name.
You did.
I did do it. I did do it. I don't care. But I was at this church trying to become a minister because God called me to preach. And they said, "What? God called you to preach?" I said, "Yeah, God called me to preach and spread the good news." The good news.
So instead of them being happy that another soul been saved,
to spread the good news,
especially you, to say God called, because when he told me he wanted to preach, I almost fell out of my chair.
Yeah, just the
and
good
I was
news.
standing up.
That's all I want to do. I didn't want no check. I just want to talk about the good news, how from the book of life, how God saved me when I was fired, when I didn't have nothing, when I had to work doing security work, making $7 and not make $5 and 20.
You making $8.
What was minimum wage?
$8. You making $8. You making $8. They gave you a little more because you had prior police experience.
Okay, I was making $8.15 an hour at this time. I was, and I did that for about a year. But my point is this: I'm talking about the book of life. How God, the people who said God was not available to me, how God was available. Nevertheless, I told them I want to be a minister and blah 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 blah. Do you know these jokers humiliated me? They humiliated me. They talked about everything except God in that room. They talked about who I was sleeping with, what they heard I was gay. I was at the club. I had friends that was porn stars. I was over here. Back in the day, I was over there. They talk, and I was looking at them like, how y'all know all my business? And these are men of the cloth. They sat there and they went down the list. They was spilling tea on me.
So they weren't really other cloth.
They said you was at Club Paragon. They said you used to be an incognito. They said you used to wear a thong and ain't be red. They said everything. I said, what y'all talking about? How y'all know all my business?
So you could be washed.
They said you would not be a preacher in here because you hung out with porn stars and you were J-Set and all the above.
You were.
I had an 8 count, but they said but these are preachers. They humiliated me. They didn't say one word about God that whole room, that whole meeting. I left that room, I cried like a baby. Then they said, we're going to put you on a year probation to see how serious you are to be a preacher. When you just licensed a joker who had a baby out of wedlock, who was on crack. I don't have anything against people who are on crack. Who was a crackhead in the church, who stole from the church, who been to jail for many years. I don't have anything against people who've been to jail. I had a record long as Bill Street. But you gave him a piece of paper and affirmed him, but you wouldn't give me one solely because I was gay. But look at me now from the book of life, and you can't tell me what God won't do. Get that dope out your vein, get hope in your brain. You'll never get nowhere smoking a pipe. You want to get closer to God? Read your books. You'll never get nowhere smoking a pipe. And that's all I got to say about that. The book of life. And right now,
you better get that man credit for his quote.
Oh, they know who that is. That's Pastor, what's his name? Sawyer, I think. He's dead and gone. Bless his soul. But to this day, I've been ordained. I've been licensed. I'm a doctor in the church. I'm a national chaplain. I'm an elder. I'm a businessman. I'm a preacher. I'm a graduate. And what the enemy meant for evil, God turned that thing around and turned it and made it for my good. I feel like shouting now. So don't let nobody tell you that you can't get access to God, because God told me access granted after them jokers told me access denied. That's all I got to say. I'm done. Put some offering in my book. Pass the plate around. I don't got nothing else to say.
You can look us up on PayPal if you want to donate to the radio show.
Put some offering in my pocketbook. Where my book is?
And we take cash out.
Put some money in my book. I done preached in here.
$GQ me. GEE.
I'm like Bishop Cartwright. I done preached up in here. Put some money. He do his finger like this. Put some money in this thing over here. I'm done talking. You talk. I'm through.
David, he upset.
Them jokers plotted on me.
He having a flashback moment.
They plotted on me.
Throwback Saturday. Come on, David. Get it out. Get it out.
I'm done.
Come on, son. Get it out.
I'm through. They couldn't stop me. In the words of MC Hammer, you can't touch this. Get that dope out your veins and hope in your brain. You'll never get nowhere smoking a pipe. I'm done talking. I'm through.
Well, hey, we just want our listeners to understand that this life that you live, you only get one life that we know of.
Hello.
You only get one life. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to tell you about me. I plan to ride the wheels off mine.
Hello.
And the last, I'm ride the wheels off.
Hello.
And the last thing that's going to hold me down is what people think.
Hello.
If you are attached to me and you genuinely love and you genuinely care about me, then it's all about an authentic relationship. But people trying to put conditions, restrictions, and boundaries and barriers on what you can do, that's over with.
Hello.
I am no longer in need of validation. You understand? From whoever it is. Let's go across the board. If being in your life come with conditions, and those conditions are in direct conflict of who I am and who I show up to be, then that's fine. We can end this relationship. And that goes for everybody. Those days are over. Absolutely. There used to be a time when I would bow down and I would give in, and and it meant a lot to me what you thought, but not anymore. What matters now is what makes me happy, because I can know undoubtedly that nobody asked my permission about anything about their life, or did I approve or disapprove. So I'm not giving you that much control to say you approve or disapprove about anything in my life right now. Not at this age and not at this time of my life right now.
From the book of life, love abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore.
Well,
that's all I gotta say about that.
And people don't like that, because what ended up happening, you end up taking your power back. You end up taking the power straight from their hand when they finally realize that you ain't studying them no more. Like, for real. They go for, I don't want to say it, but relatives and all.
I'm done.
Y'all can get it too. So I don't care. What I care about is being unbothered and being unapologetic, and being the best version of myself every day that show up and be a representative of God. I'm a soldier in the army for God. And I march proudly, and I have on my clergy first Sunday, third Sunday. I pray. We married. I'm like David. I'm ordained. And I have access, direct access. And please don't call me and tell me God told you to tell me nothing, because God know my number.
Well, this is the God Show.
777-9311.
And we've made it. And I just want to encourage somebody to get you a relationship with God.
And make sure y'all get that magazine when it come out, because we got awesome. Memphis on. Marvell Terry II is going to be on that cover of the founder of the Red Door Foundation, and now New Netherwood Consulting. We so happy to support that brother. He's doing phenomenal work in the AIDS and HIV community. So Marvell Terry, kudos to you. We got our contributing writer, Washington, D.C., Monica M. Pinkett in there. She's going to take you on a journey. She's a phenomenal writer. We got Memphis on Brennan Valline. He was featured on The Four on Fox TV. He came in and did his thing, even though he didn't get a seat. But we just celebrating our community and these people that are going to inspire you to live. Fight for your dreams. Y'all go ahead, sit back, kick your feet up, get your coffee, and be ready to be unleashed. It's coming out September the 5th, called Got God, Our Spirituality Issue.
And also, let's give a shout out to the women of Sister Reach and Sharice Scott for celebrating our black sisters today.
Yes.
We had the black girls rocking today over there, and G to the Q got an award, and Cynthia Daniels and Mother King and
Dorcas Griffin
and all of them, and
Tanya over there at Soulsville.
A lot of them. And
I'm in great company today. I just want to humbly and publicly say thanks to Sharice Scott, her board of directors, and her awesome staff for recognizing me for the Terry James Award today. I was an honored for being an intersectional award in the community, and I'll tell you a little more about that. But we've done our time. Hopefully we've done our due diligence to our listeners today. This is the Unleashed Voice Radio Show, broadcasting live in Memphis, Tennessee on AM 990, the new voice, right here at Talk Radio for the Mid-South.
Bye.
We love Aretha.
Bye.
See you next Saturday.
Bye. Bye.
Tennessee.